Dissenters. I was a really dissenter. And I realized that I was always a dissenter who was using my personal power. But too many people who are dissenters use force. And in this teaching, I will tell you how you can be a dissenter, because we need dissenters, but use your power instead of your voice. Hi, my name is Guido de Valk. I'm a medical doctor and the founder of the School for Authenticity. And the School for Authenticity is a school that teaches people how to become more and more their true self. There are two selves. You have a quiet self and a true self, and you can learn to become more and more your true self. And when you're more your true self, you attract more the things you want in life. You really achieve what your deepest desires are. And that's what we teach in the School for Authenticity. Okay, we go back to dissenters. And dissenters you can see as people who think differently. I was always thinking differently. I'm born in the Netherlands and in a very Christian family. But as soon already when I was moving out and started to study, I already realized that I had much more to do with Buddhism. And then I studied to become a doctor, and then I realized already that the way doctors see health and diseases, it's not my way. And I can give you a lot of examples. I was always a dissenter, a person who thinks differently. And happily I always knew how to do this, to be a different person in an empowering way. But it also happens that a lot of people are dissenters, but they don't do it in an empowering way. They do it in a forceful way. Not so long ago, maybe 2 or 3 years, I met a guy who worked in a center for homeless people, and he got a burnout. And he got a burnout because he was a dissenter, and he really tried to change the way people were dealing with homeless, and the way they do the performance, and the way they work with the homeless people. So his focus was, he wanted to change the surrounding in a very forceful way. You know, he didn't do it in an empowering way, and that really caused him to get a burnout. And why you get a burnout is because you are not empowering yourself, you are disempowering yourself, because you want to get that people listen to you, that you are right. But being right and getting the knowledge and also the appreciation that you are right are two different things. And when you are a conscious creator, you focus on empowering and never on force. When you focus on force, what you do is you are focusing on the surrounding. So your attention is not on yourself but on the surrounding. So there is a person, there's an organization, and you want to change that organization. You think that with your action you change your surrounding. That is doing force. But it will never work. And it only will make you more sad and give you a burnout. Because you can never change the world by forcing it. You can change the world by changing yourself. Everybody knows that sentence, and it's also the truth. So this force and surroundings is not the way it works, right? It's really not the way it works. You cannot change your surrounding. So you're a dissenter, very good. We need a lot of dissenters in the world. But what's more important, that you have to empower yourself as being a dissenter. That you have to be aware of your own personal power and to make that bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's what conscious creation is doing. So instead of using force, we are using power. Let's erase this now. And we go now to power. Let's write it in red, yeah? And if I now put 2 letters up front, what we get empower. And when a person empowers himself, what happens then? That he will attract the right things. Then you are not forcing things anymore, but you're just using the inner power to change your life. And what does that mean? Empower yourself. It means to become your true self. True self. And if you have the true self in combination with your dissenter, it's extremely powerful. Then you really can change yourself for the better and really make that happen what you want to make happen, because your true self and this to being a dissenter is in a way the same. But too many people are not empowering themselves, but are just forcing themselves, and not forcing themselves, but forcing the surrounding to change. Okay, so how to empower yourself when you're a dissenter is very easy. Is becoming your true self. And becoming your true self, how you do that, it is always very simple. You're not focused on the outside, but you focus on the inside. You focus on yourself. And what you do when you focus on yourself, you focus on following your excitement. Always. That's it. Nothing more. There's not, I have to change the world, because that's much too much logical thinking. No, what you do, you follow your excitement. And following your excitement means that at every moment you are there, that you think of, from all the choices I make, what shall I do? Okay, this I'm going to do because this excites me the most. So it has really to do with the intention inward and never the attention outward. Interesting, right? A small summary, we talk about dissenters. Yeah? Dissenter is someone who thinks differently. I give you an example of myself. I was always a different thinker. And now, still I am like that. But how to deal with it? You have to deal with it in a way that you empower yourself instead of that you try to force the outside world. You can never change the world if you don't change yourself. If you find it resonating, I have very good news, because you can download a free book on the website of the School for Authenticity. The free book is called Your Fear is Your Kite. And in that book I write 6 or 7 topics in which you can change your life for the better. A very easy way to become more and more your true self. Something you can apply already today, and you can start today already to change your life for the better. Thank you for your attention, and I will see you in the next teaching.